Okay, and I know I said that there's just no way that this is going to be sustainable in the long run, trying to keep up with war in Spain playing pretty much in real time, especially if I want to continue doing combat mission content. But it's just too interesting of a game not to try. Anywho, so I've got a text file here with the running casualty totals. I've played days 1, 2, and 3 so far. So far, the Nationalists have suffered 2,807 casualties. I've suffered 2,640 casualties. I guess I will try, to the extent possible, to give a bit of an overview of where we're at, where I'm at in the war, so that people can just jump in on the most recent video without having to watch all of the previous ones. Would probably just not be doable. Okay, I think I already have. So one of the things. Okay, so my current strategy at the moment, I am fighting various scattered battles with the Nationalists throughout the country. Once that kind of settles down and I can start concentrating forces in specific directions, the goals I want to focus on are, well, first, keep up a defense against nationalist attacks, whatever their objectives are. But I want to squeeze out this nationalist enclave in the southwest corner of the country. I want to capture the islands of Ibiza, Formentera, and Mallorca. I think by capturing those islands, I should be securing trade routes through the Mediterranean. The Nationalists won't have a base from which to interdict trade coming from the Soviet Union via the Mediterranean. So my foreign aid should be unimpeded. And a lot of nationalist aid should be coming from Italy, so we will be able to impede nationalist aid from reaching, or Italian aid from reaching the nationalists if we can take all these islands here, especially once we get the south corner here, because then the Italians really will have to either sail all the way around Africa, or, well, okay, we probably can't shut off trade through Gibraltar. Well, most of the world is not at war. Okay. I want to try, if I can start getting, so far it's been taking about an hour for me to get these turns done. If I can start doing them faster, what I'd like to do, let's conduct a deliberate attack against square right there. I think we have a combat power advantage, especially when I concentrate a few more forces here. Or that heck. Yeah, so far it's been taking me about an hour to do each one of these turns. That's pretty much got to be a standalone video. If I can start getting these turns done a little bit faster, then maybe I can stitch a week's worth of turns together to be a weekly update, which I think will be much more manageable, and will be less likely to drown out the combat mission videos. Get relatively few men there, so let's do a cautious attack there. Make sure they can't get away. I'm going to try to destroy the nationalist forces there. We don't have much of an idea of how many there are, but okay. Apparently we do have some idea. I have an advantage overall. Okay. So they definitely have a combat power advantage over us here. Yeah, it's not fighting at favorable odds here for me. Okay, at Gijon, I am fighting at favorable odds. I wonder... I may potentially just have to cede Oviedo. Hang on. I do have... Let's see. These troops can move, and they are already on the move. Or hang on. Some of them are already on the move. There's not going to be enough of them to make the difference. I don't think there's enough of you. Ooh, I do have forces here. I want to leave those troops there. Oh. I would definitely want to withdraw these troops if I could. Unfortunately, they are static, but they are facing overwhelming odds and are definitely doomed to defeat. Is yeah, leave them there. I think the sensible thing for me to do will be to cede Oviedo, let the enemy take it for the time being. We are just fighting at unfavorable odds there. Levy unknown. Okay. Yeah, we don't quite know what we're up against there, but we think they outnumber us. Now, I could concentrate some more troops there and reduce the numerical disparity, but I don't think I'm going to be able to eliminate it. once we win at Gijon, I can concentrate those troops. Oh. Where am I currently? Okay, I'm moving you to Gijon. I think... where you're actually needed. Let's start concentrating some troops. Where they can... I don't want to cede Oviedo if I don't have to. So if I have a good chance of being able to reinforce my troops there quickly enough for them to win, that would be preferable. If I can't, then better to cede the city to the enemy sooner while I can get as many troops out as possible. Have them join up with stronger forces and then retake it. Oh, where am I having you guys go? Okay. That is probably sensible. You... okay. Let's have you move there as well. Okay, most of these troops are static. Some of them are not. Yeah, right now I am interested in mobile formations that I can move forward to engage the enemy. Oh, should I have you... You can probably do some good if I have you... Oh, am I already moving you somewhere? Yeah, okay. You're defending. And let's see now. That is an enemy who just... I think that's an enemy who just withdrew, right? So they... yeah, they're also an enemy we don't have a whole lot of information on. So a cautious attack is probably the way to go. Ah, okay, there's no one there. That is mobile. Okay, I could move you. in any of a number of directions. Which would be the best direction, most useful direction to send you in? Let's get someone right to defend that base there. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, you... No, I don't want you to go through the city. I want you to avoid... okay, stay right where you are. Fall back toward Gijon. You are already going to reinforce Gijon. Hopefully, like, we do have a combat power advantage there, so hopefully we'll win that battle soon enough, and the forces from Gijon will then be able to make sure I'm not leaving behind any static troops if I withdraw. No, okay. And I want everyone to delay and move back. Now, try to win the battle at Gijon first, then have everyone join forces, and from there, my victorious troops from Gijon can join forces with the troops that retreated from Oviedo and retake Oviedo. I've also got more troops here that might be useful. Well, at the very least, I should make sure this base is not undefended. I do have these troops on their way. Okay, that's, yeah. All we'll do is they'll move a little ways short and wait. They'll join the attack once we're ready to attack again. Alright, I already got them moving. I guess I'll leave you where you are. I already have naval forces moving to Valencia. In fact, I think some of them have already reached it. Quite a few. It was an AKL again. Cargo ship. Very valuable for conducting amphibious invasion. Okay, lots of static troops that are of no interest to me in conducting an amphibious invasion, but okay, I have more troops on the way to Valencia, and we're going to use those troops and as many troops concentrated as possible to invade Ibiza, and we may move straight to Formentera, assuming the invasion of Ibiza hopefully goes fairly well. And then the next thing, I already have forces concentrating at Barcelona, so we'll move them to invade Mallorca. Or maybe what I want to do is, in order to get shorter round trips and build up at the beachhead faster, because I know I'm probably not going to be able to carry all of those troops in a single wave. I probably don't have enough transports for that. So shorter round trip times will help build up troops at the beachhead faster. So maybe instead of moving them directly from Barcelona to Mallorca, I should move them from Barcelona to Menorca, where they can, conduct round trips to a safe, friendly, controlled territory that is closer to Mallorca, and then they'll have very short round trips when they're actually conducting the invasion. And so that's a lot of troops. Have I already ordered them to Valencia? Some of them, yes. Strategic moves. So, of course, they haven't really started moving much yet. I want to concentrate forces to take these islands relatively quickly, and then once those islands are taken, I can move those forces back down into southern Spain and concentrate against these nationalist enclaves here. They should have a fair amount of difficulty getting reinforcements, so hopefully I can win relatively easily. Well, relatively easily compared to the whole rest of the nationalist-controlled territory. Now, let's have you conduct a cautious attack right there. Oh, hang on. No. Actually, no. Defend. So you're going to wait there until some more forces reach you. You head up there, make sure you shorten your move a little bit. I should also start trying to take some nationalist bases. So far, I've been focused on fighting their forces directly. Okay, we are deliberate attack there. Oh, here, yeah, we want to be on the defense. That's a static formation, so I can't have them retreat, but they may be against somewhat unfavorable odds there. They do have guns. Go ahead and use artillery for direct fire if you have to. Concentrate more forces there. We have an advantage there, but not so much of an advantage that couldn't benefit from moving more troops. In fact, The forces currently fighting there are on deliberate attack orders, so I will put you on deliberate attack orders as well. These are infantry units, militias. Where is... So I have a battleship here. Where is it? Oh, right, hang on. There was one thing that... Ah, yeah, okay, I remember. One of the things the... manual, or was it the manual or one of the tutorial videos recommended, just go ahead and clicking this button a couple of times in a turn to make sure that all ships have an adequate captain. Okay, apparently they don't have any move orders at the moment, but conduct a cautious attack there. Figure cautious attack is probably best against an opponent we don't have much information against, much information about. Deliberate attack is, of course, we've got enough forces to win a set-piece battle. What are the best circumstances to win a shock attack, to conduct a shock attack? It does sometimes seem to work out fairly well. Okay. That is... That's good. Let's move these troops here. Okay. Engaged in a fight there. We facing favorable odds there. So I want to concentrate forces there until I am facing favorable odds. Where do I have you going? Yes, I suppose that is a sensible place to go. Yeah, okay. Facing a fight against unfavorable odds in Jean, or Jean. So I need to possibly retreat from there until I can make it a fight under favorable odds. Oh, hang on. Should make that a strategic move, shouldn't I? So you've got a long distance to travel and a rail net connecting you to your destination. Okay, so I think I need to reprioritize some of these troops to go and help out my forces currently fighting in Jean. So they need to withdraw link up with reinforcements and then go back in when the odds are more favorable to them. Yeah, okay. We have you moving. And a lot of these are static formations that I can't move anyway. Oh, you can be moved, but is it sensible to move you? Oh, something I would probably know if I had finished reading the manual by now. What benefits do I get from resting and training my troops? Could it eventually make a static unit mobile? If maybe it's static because, well, maybe it's static because it doesn't have enough vehicles to move its supplies. In fact, actually, that's probably the reason it would be static. It doesn't have the vehicles necessary to... It's got some vehicles. Okay. Oh, and my aircraft. For the last couple of days, I have been conducting some bombing, which hasn't really been accomplishing anything. So... What I'd like to do is find targets for them that'll actually accomplish something. They have the bombers, might as well use them. But I need them to hit a target that'll actually do something valuable to me. Valuable for me. Oh, did I already give orders here? Okay. That's a favorable battle. We want them to continue that. We've got a lot of combat power sitting there and not doing much of anything with it. Okay, I've got you guys doing a cautious attack. You are doing a shock attack. Okay, oh, I am starting to concentrate. We have a small advantage here, at least numerically, in numbers of men and numbers of guns. Is it enough to actually be winning? Not sure. Let's do some cautious attacks there. Oh, actually, right. The main reason, of course, I would be defending is because, rather than attacking, is because I have troops with high combat power on the way. They, will be reaching these forces eventually, so my relative advantage, even if maybe it is enough right now to win, but it's going to grow. So my relative advantage will increase if I have my forces sit there, so might as well have them sit there. All right. Here we have a lot of combat power that could potentially do a lot of damage to the enemy troops here. In fact, we could potentially crush them. 1,407. That would be concentrating a 10-to-1 numerical advantage, way more than we actually need. Yeah. Cautious attack, kind of feel out what are we up against there. And I think okay. I don't need to concentrate all of these troops just on those enemy forces there. I may get more use out of them. Are there any static formations in here? There is one with relatively few troops. Okay, so some of these guys should stay in San Sebastian, just in case that enemy unit moves closer to it. Oh, and what do I have these guys doing? Okay, they are moving to join those guys. Okay. Yeah, I think the rest of these guys, about half of this combat power I want to send to reinforce these troops probing against those nationalist forces in the woods. And the other maybe to block off the easy escape route for those guys there. So let's... okay. And then... so you've got an assault value of 12. 3, 2... okay. So just that one will go that way. Everyone else go this way. And I guess that isn't going to be a cautious attack so much as defend. Oh, wait, hang on. You are conducting a cautious attack. It's everyone else will be defending. Okay, I think that is all the orders I can... oh, right, I keep forgetting the aircraft. Okay. I already have orders from my Navy. Aircraft and... What ships do I have up here that could use... Oh, yes. Libertad and Miguel de Cervantes. These light cruisers have been doing stellar work, but they did take some damage. I wonder if maybe I should order them to refit, return to home port. Where is home port for you? Let's pick a closer home port. Home port is Cartagena. Let's set the home port to... Probably safe to set it to Gijon, since we are almost certainly going to win that battle. Maybe I should just set it to Aviles, though, since it's also completely undefended. Yeah, okay. And now, return to home port. And, hopefully refit and recover some of that damage. I got some of these ships. The trouble is, any ships that I have on Atlantic ports have to pass through Gibraltar in order to join my task forces that'll be invading these islands. So probably not feasible to move them into the Mediterranean to take part in amphibious invasions. I know I have a battleship somewhere. What's a YMS? Huh. Motor minesweeper? I didn't spot my battleship in any of... There it is. There's the battleship. The Jamie... Oh, what did I just do? I clicked on it. Okay. It's still there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Right click will actually get me onto this screen. So it is... It's in good condition. Yeah, it might make sense to have this one take over some of the convoy raiding while my light cruisers are back in port. Is device 30550 Vickers H. Are those the main guns? I think those might be the main guns. 305, is that millimeters maybe? The gun caliber in millimeters? Possible. How big of a gun would that be? Naval calibers, I know in inches. 305 divided by 25.4 divided by 25.4. That would make those 12-inch guns. Pretty typical battleship armament. So this would be a battleship with 8 12-inch guns. That's pretty reasonable. 102 millimeters would be about 4-inch guns. And it looks like there's 20 of those. .76 is exactly 3 inches. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. So what I want to do is form a task force. I believe the kind of task force I want is surface combat. Yeah. And yeah, it should have a destroyer escort. One destroyer isn't much of an escort, but better than nothing. Oh, endurance 4,000. Okay. The endurance of the destroyer isn't much less than that of the battleship, so it will be able to keep up. Okay. And then what I want to do... Okay, mission surface combat. And I kind of want to interdict trade into the nationalist ports. So let's... What do I want here? Is it routing? Or should I just leave it and... Will they just automatically decide what to do? Patrol zone or boundary may be what I want. But yes, yeah, somewhere around set boundary. Okay, so this is where we're going to be setting our patrol area. I would like to keep it out of coastal gun range, but with good odds of interdicting trade going into Coruña. Yeah. That ought to be fine. Threat tolerance, keep it at normal, I think. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, starting to get a handle on the engine. Right then. Okay, so now if I want to give my bombers more useful missions, I think what I need to do is find airfields close to where I want them to conduct those missions that I can have them fly from. What kind of range do my bombers, what kind of range do they have? Okay, this is one of the units I have on ground attack. Maximum range, 150 hexes. So if I were to base them, say, where do I have an airfield? Somewhere close to the coast. What I'm thinking of is if I could get them to provide air cover over at least Ibiza. Establish air superiority over Ibiza and Mallorca. Maybe even have them conduct coastal bombing. There's a bombing on enemy shipping. There's some airfields. And what do you know? There's already some bombers here. They are on naval attack. Okay, that is torpedo bomber, Marine patrol, Marine level bomber. Let's put them on naval attack. Patrol, yeah, sure, naval search. Bomber, we'll put them on naval attack. Torpedo bomber. Okay. Fighter bomber. Escort or cap. Yeah, okay. And these guys. Fighter. Max range 45 hexes. Yeah, I think you can provide air cover over Ibiza. For now, sure, training seems like a perfectly fine use for them for now. Bomber. As long as I get them, switch them to naval attack, I think. Oh, can these guys do much anti-submarine warfare? Do they have any kind of depth charges or something? Oh, and okay, I don't have to just do a one mission or the other. They can do different percentages of certain mission types. So that's good. Okay, in that case, probably want spend some of your time training, but also providing air cover to, I guess, whatever I have out there. Spend some of your time training. Yeah. Do naval attack. I guess level bombers maybe aren't that great for naval attack, but yeah, they can carry bombs. Yes, okay, so did I already? I haven't moved you guys. And there is a job that you would be suited for, I think. Sending them to Valencia. So need to defend that base. Is the doesn't look like there's a real link. Several minutes. Should have been instantaneous for you since I just hit the hotkey to pause the OBS recording and then resume it, but I had to take a phone call, and so now I've forgotten where I am. All right. Yeah, that's Okay, recon we're happy with continuing. It's just the bombing has been accomplishing nothing but inflicting civilian casualties, so I kind of just hold off on further bombing until I can find something more useful for it to accomplish. But I think I am now, at long last, ready to end the turn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It is midnight on July 20th. 1 in the morning. My light cruisers that I'm ordering to disengage are still finding themselves in a bit of combat on the way out. I really cannot afford to take any naval losses, as I just do not have a lot of warships, particularly major service warships like light cruisers. And I only have one battleship in my entire navy, so I definitely can't afford to lose that. I wonder if it's worth trying to have my light cruisers and battleship break through to the Mediterranean. Ugh. I don't want to see my ships take hits. I need them to get back to port safely. That's not good. Yeah, we're getting too close to the shore batteries. Okay, yeah. Not good, not good. Let's see, from here they're at least 5 nautical miles from any shore batteries. That's it. Guns can... so the bigger naval guns can shoot that far. Okay, so This time we are following a pair of patrol boats. Time has advanced to 2 in the morning. July 20th, 1936. Okay. Nothing much happened there. Nothing much happened there. And there. Be nice if... Okay, this is recon forces, so they are observing us. And bombing us. Or, hang on, are we bombing them? So we are spotting convoys in the Mallorca Channel, apparently. Okay. Okay, guess nothing much happened there. Are enemy ships here? That are patrol boats. Ah, okay, so a single patrol boat is going after... Well, I mean, at least they are cargo ships, not warships, so a patrol boat might actually stand a chance against them. Ah, but they escaped. For the time being, anyway. Pretty uneventful day so far, at least as far as the naval action is concerned. So far, no one's suffering any aircraft losses either. Pretty regularly unable to get into good attack positions with our submarines. Our battleship is starting to get into some action. I should maybe take a look at what's going on with my submarines. We're not having a whole lot of success at the moment. Now, I may be having the battleship move too close to the coast. Maybe I want to adjust its patrol zone a little bit. Okay. Now we're getting into the land combat. This first engagement taking place... Alcala de Guadaria? Any case. National shock attack. They suffered 9 casualties and inflicted 68. Not good at all. They've broken through. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, that's not a great start to the land combat. They conducted a cautious attack. I suffered 42 casualties. They didn't take any, apparently. We are in retreat. Where is this? This is back over here. So at the moment, we're not doing too great in this general area. They conducted a deliberate attack. Where? Over here. At Granada. Ouch. Oh, that is bad. That is atrocious. It's that artillery value. They have a massive advantage in artillery. They took 5 casualties. I took 235. Jesus. Okay. Here's some good news. Well, that's not good news. But where is it? It is over here. I took 60 casualties, apparently without inflicting any in return. This is better. They took 16 casualties, I took 10. So, okay, that's a little bit better, a little bit better. Palos, I took 12 casualties. And Vilel, no casualties to either side. Indecisive there. Melina also looks indecisive so far. Razas. Okay, it looks like they took 5 casualties, I didn't take any. I can take that. There we are. Espontas de Garcia. I took 22 casualties, they didn't take any. And this is... I'm conducting a cautious attack here. Wait, why am I conducting a cautious attack? Took 28 casualties, they took 63. When we were breaking through there. Okay. Cautious attack at Covadonga here has paid off. The defender has taken 12 casualties. Okay. Malaga. This one appears to have gone pretty evenly. Yeah, okay, yeah, we took 26 casualties, they took 21. Where is this? Toledo. We took a casualty. Okay. This is Huelva. No casualties to either side, but we have broken through. So, not bad there. And where is this? This is... back at Granada. Well, that's not great. We took 17 casualties and inflicted 1. And where is this? Okay, this is over El Paso de Guadalajara. No casualties, but we've broken through. Let's see, what do we got here? Toledo again. We took a casualty and inflicted 5. Very light. Gijon. Okay, this is much heavier fighting. We took 80 casualties and inflicted 41. Okay. I mean, at least that isn't like the 40-to-1 loss ratios we've seen before. Okay, and a cautious attack in Covadonga. Again, the defenders take 15 casualties, we take 0. And... okay. Attacking through Rough Forest. Doesn't look like any casualties to either side, but the enemy is retreating. We've broken through their defenses. Zumarraga. We make an attack. We took 56 casualties for our efforts and inflicted 62. Otherwise, it doesn't appear to have gotten a decisive result. Okay, and over here, we've broken through. The defender has taken 38 casualties. We have taken none, apparently. Okay, the Nationalists have taken an undefended base there. Oh, is that it? Okay. And let's... So that is it for the 20th of July. Let's just take a quick look at what is the damage. Ah, okay. So light casualties compared to previous days, but an unfavorable loss ratio for us. So we managed to get a favorable loss ratio for the last 2 days. This time, the Nationalists only suffered 381 casualties. We suffered 670, which updates the total losses. Hang on. Okay, so that updates the total losses in the war. Okay, so 2,807 plus another 381, so the enemy has now suffered 3,188 casualties over the course of the entire war so far, all 4 days of it. I have now suffered 3,310 casualties over the course of the war so far. So, we are now taking heavier casualties than the enemy, very slightly. So, hopefully I can correct that on day 5, which I will play later.